So for the first question here, factorize it completely. So I extracted the variables that's repeating, which is 2y here. Then I left a balance in a bracket of x minus 2z. For section 2, to make x the subject, first thing that I did was to change the denominator at the right hand side into the same, which makes my calculation easier. Okay, so it becomes x plus 15 over 3. Then I remove the 3 there, make a new rearrangement. The final result should be x equals to 3y minus 15. So 3a section here is referring to A intersect with everything other than B. Okay, so this particular part will be it. Whereby to list the numbers of elements in each region. Okay, so numbers of A union with everything other than B. So this one will be 7 plus 3 plus 4, which is 14. At question 4, Helen measured a rectangular sheet with 197 millimeters by 210 millimeters. So the rounding value here will be 1 millimeters divided by 2 equals to plus minus 0.5 millimeters. The upper bound of this parameter of this sheet of paper will be 2 bracket 197 plus 0.05 plus 210 plus 0.05. This will get a final result of 814.2 millimeters. Okay, for question 5, there's no specific answer for this. This is why I put a unknown at both a and n's side. Okay, you can put your a and n as any variables you want. For a, it should be any negative integers, whereby for the power of n, it can be any even numbers, because the results will have positive and negative 1. So in question 6, write it in standard form. So you will change it into 1.646. So I calculated how many times I need to shift it to the left hand side, which is a total of 7, which translates the answer into 1.646 times 10 to the power of 7. And question B, okay, I key in everything into my calculator and get this following results. Okay, which is 0.03317833601. Okay, I then change it into standard form by shifting it to the right by 2's time. We change my answer into 3.31783601 times 10 to the power of negative 2. So I convert it into 3 significant figures. You will get your answer as 3.32 times 10 to the power of negative 2. Question 7. Okay, since the equal is at the center, I cross multiply them and identify my x value as 36. As for section B, I change the divide into multiply. Okay, and the 1 over 6 into 6 over 7. So after the calculation, you should be able to prove it as 4 over 7. Question 8, simultaneous equation. So from equation 1, I rearrange it and get x equals 3 minus 2y. Okay, next part is to substitute 3 into 2. So 2 bracket 3 minus 2y bracket minus 3y equals to 13. So my final results here should be 6 minus 4y minus 3y equals to 13. So y's results should be negative 1. So when your y equals to negative 1, substitute it into 3. Your x should be 3 minus 2 bracket negative 1, which is 5. At question 9, Eva invested 120 at a rate of 3% compound interest. So 120 times 103% to the power of 2. You should get your results as 127.308, and to convert it into true decimal place, the answer should be 127.31. Question 10. The cost of a cup of tea is T cent. The cup of a coffee is T plus 5. The total cost of 7 cups of tea and 11 cups of coffee is 2,215. So 7t plus 11 bracket t plus 5 equals to 2,215. After the conversion and calculation, you should get your t as 120. Whereby for question 11, the volume of it varies directly. So we will be using directly proportional formula, y equals to kx. The y here will be the volume, the x here will be the length cube. So substitute 108 equals to k3 to the power of 3. Your k's results will be 4. And this k here is actually your scale factor. So the volume, when the length is 5, will be 4 times 5 to the power of 3, which is 500 cm cube. In question 12, I convert my euros into New Zealand dollar by taking 400 times 2.1 equals to 840 New Zealand dollar. So 840 minus X amount that they spend divided by D, you will get the results as 840 minus X over D. So label the region here. Okay, the horizontal line here is y more than equals to 1. The other one with a positive gradient, okay, it is upward sloping. So y more than equals to x plus 4. The other one with a negative gradient, negative 1 here, will be y less than equals to 4 minus x. So the region will be the top left hand corner. Question 14, gradient here is actually using the coordinates 0, 1 and 3, 13. Your m will be 4. So y equals to 4x plus 1. The 1 here, how do I get it? It's actually from the y-intercept, the coordinates 0, 1. Question 15, what I did was to substitute the height multiplied by the area of a circle. This will help you to get the volume of a cylinder. So 12 times pi r squared equals to 920. R equals to 230 divided by 3 divided by pi. So your R's results will be 4.94. Question 16. Okay, first I change their base into the same, which is x minus 1, x plus 2, and there's a rule that applies to this, which is a squared minus b squared. So my final denominator actually being changed into x squared minus 4. Whereby for the top part, the first fraction there will be multiplied by x plus 2, whereby for the following one, it will be multiplied by x minus 2. So after the calculation, you should get 5x minus 2 over x squared minus 4. Question 17, we are using the mathematically similar concept. So 20 over 9 equals to 10 over d. So 20d equals to 90. D after the calculation should get you 4.5. Keyword here for section B is actually the capacity. So whenever you saw this keyword, you're required to cube root the result. So I'm taking the 9 cm and 4.5 cm for the comparison. So cube root of 1600 over 9 equals to cube root of the capacity of the smaller container over 4.5. After the calculation, you should get the capacity as 200 milliliters. For question 18, indices topic, remember the power of 3 is required to multiply to everything inside the bracket. So 3 become 3 cubed, x to the power of 9. 3 cubed is actually 27, x to the power of 9. Question B, multiply the power of 2 over 3 into everything that's inside. You get your results as 5 to the power of 2 and x to the power of 4. 5 to the power of 2 is actually 25, so 25 x to the power of 4 will be your answer. Question 19, the scale of a map is 1 to 250,000. So this 250,000 cm can be converted into 2.5 kilometers. So 80 kilometers divided by 2.5 will get you 32 centimeters. So on the map, a large forest has an area of 6 cm square. So 1 cm times 1 cm equals to 2.5 times 2.5. So 1 cm square equals to 6.25 kilometers. So 6 times 6.25 kilometers square will get you 37.5 kilometers square in the actual area of the forest. Question 10. Okay, first thing to find E, I'm using the straight line over there, VOT. Okay, so from there you will get your TOU's angle as 110, and this 110 will now form a isosceles triangle because OT's and OU's distance is the same. So 180 minus 110 divided by 2 equals to 35, and this 35 is your E's value. For you to identify Y, okay, from tangent to a straight line outside of a circle will be 90 degrees. Hence, 90 minus 35 will get you 55. But for part G, G is actually angle at this circumference. Hence, you take 110 divided by 2, you will get G's value as 55. As for the last part, which is H angle, this one will be focusing on the quadrilateral WUXT, okay, and uses the cyclic quadrilateral concept where the opposite add up, which is G plus H, equals to 180. Hence, 180 minus 55 will get you H value as 125. Question 21. So things that I did was to identify P star's value using the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so square root of 4 square plus 3 square equals to 5. This will get you P star's value. As for the base, okay, since it is a square base pyramid, so out of it is 6. Okay, so 6 times 6 will get you 36 cm square, and there's actually 4 faces of this pyramid. So we have a base of 6 cm, we have a height of 5 cm, multiply it by half, multiply it with 4. So the total surface area will be 36 plus 60, which is 96 cm square. As for the last question, question 22, calculate the total distance. This one will be identifying the area. So the area of this shape will be taking the top, which is 46, and the bottom of 60, add them both up, divide by 2, multiply by the height, which is 3 here. So your final results 159. Convert 3 kilometers per minute into meter per second. So the 3 kilometers to meter is to multiply it by 1000, and from minutes to seconds it is 60. So 3000 divided by 60, you will get 50 meters per second. Calculate the acceleration of the first 4 minutes. Okay, give your answer in meters second square. So it simply takes the meter per second divided by second again. So 50 meter per second divided by 4 minutes times 60, which convert the results into seconds. So the final results will be 5/24 meters second square, which is 0.208 meter per second square. So this will be it for this paper. Hope you find it helpful. Do share it to your friends that are struggling, and I wish you all the best in your upcoming examination. Thank you.